Hi students, good morning. So in previous classes we have been discussed regarding the concept of oscillation of a simple pendulum. So in this class we are going to discuss regarding the concept of types of oscillations. So in this types of oscillations, so all which we have been discussed so far, which is nothing but in simple form, which I can call it as SHM, simple harmonic motion. So based on this, in types of oscillations, which we can classify majorly into three types. So apart from this, one is free oscillations, and second one is damped oscillations. So damped oscillations, and third one, which you can take it as forced oscillations. Forced oscillations. So these are the three types which we can classify. So now we are going to see so what is a free oscillations, what is a damped oscillations, and then forced oscillations, and then finally we are going to see so one more concept which you can call it as resonance. So these are the four topics which we are going to discuss in this class. So in this, the first one is free oscillations. So when we can call that oscillations are free oscillations. So when a body vibrates with its own natural frequency, so it is said to be executed, so free oscillations. Here we are using so one natural frequency. So we know, so what is a frequency? Frequency is nothing but the number of oscillations per second. So if you take any body, that body which will be having its own frequency. Example, so you have been taken a tuning fork. So tuning fork is a device so which we can see, so the shape of a tuning fork will be like this. So this in general which we are using in lab, so physics laboratory, so which we can use. So this is the one device which we can call it as a tuning fork. So for this tuning fork, so there will be its own natural frequency. So for example, here which I have been taken here as 512 Hz. So that is the frequency of this tuning fork. So if you take a body, that body also it will be having some natural frequency. So when a body vibrates with its natural frequency, it is said to execute free oscillations. So examples for this free oscillations is vibration of tuning fork. Just now as if I have been said, example. In the same way, vibration of stretched string. So if you take a string, if you take a rubber and if you expand and then if you try to pull at the middle, so we can observe some vibrations with its natural frequency. So oscillations of a simple pendulum. So this example, so which you have been taken so many times, which it can oscillate to and fro motion. That oscillation is nothing but which will comes under free oscillations. That a bob which it can vibrates with its natural frequency. So this is regarding the free oscillations. And second type of oscillations is a damped oscillations. So when we can call it as a damped oscillations means, so most of the oscillations in air or in any medium are damped oscillations. So best examples so which we can take, so now I am explaining the concept and then students are listening in classroom. So that sound which it can travels from me to the students. So after that it can extend some distance, then after that it cannot be heard by some other persons or by some other students. So that means what it will happen, when we are talking, that sound it can travels after some time it will vanishes. That's Why it is happening means because of resistance or friction in the medium. So that's when an oscillation occurs, some kind of damping force, one kind of force which it will acts and arises due to air resistance or frictions offered by the medium. At that time, so what it will be happen means that amplitude will goes on decreases like this. If this is a maximum amplitude like this, so initially its amplitude is this, then after some time this amplitude will decrease, then after some time it will decrease, then it will decrease, and finally it becomes to 0 with respect to time. So the amplitude of oscillations decreases with the time and finally becomes 0. Such kind of oscillations which you can call it as damped oscillations. So examples for this damped oscillations is oscillation of a simple pendulum. So if you take a simple pendulum, if you apply some little bit force and then if you leave it means that it will oscillates, that amplitude will goes on decreases and finally it will comes to rest to the mean position. Here one more example, electromagnetic damping in galvanometer. This a galvanometer is a device which is used to measure the flow of current in the circuit. So how much of current it is flowing, that to show the exact value, that which we can call it as hand, that it will oscillates and then finally it will comes to rest. So that's is example for electromagnetic damping in galvanometer. So this is regarding the damped oscillations. And third type is forced oscillations. In the name itself they have been given forced. So free oscillations are nothing but whenever a body vibrates with its own natural frequency. But forced means so whenever a body is vibrating with other frequency than its natural frequency, such kind of oscillations, so which you can call it as forced oscillations. So for this example which we can take, so if you take a desk, so if you put a mobile, so in vibrate in mode, and then if phone is ringing, that mobile having its some own natural frequency, but here that desk also which will vibrates. So such kind of vibrations, so which we can call it as a forced oscillations or forced vibrations also, which we can call. So when a body vibrating is maintained in state of vibration by a periodic force. How? With the help of a periodic force of frequency f other than the natural frequency of the body. So the vibrations are called forced oscillations or forced vibrations also, which we can take. So example, so just now I have been taken. That means every body having its own natural frequency. So example, the soundboards of string instruments executes forced oscillations. So musical instruments which you have been taken, so which it has been done by applying some external periodic force. So that which we can call it as such type of oscillations as a forced oscillations. Then next topic is regarding resonance. So how we can explain this resonance means, just now I have been said, for every body it will be having some its own natural frequency. Whenever applied external periodic force frequency is equals to the frequency of that body or system, then we can say that it is in case of resonance. A resonance has been occurred. If the frequency of external periodic force is equals to the natural frequency, this here frequency periodic force means whenever force has been applied, it will be having some external frequency. That external frequency is equals to the natural frequency of oscillation of the system. System means a body or whatever it may be, it can be considered. Then the amplitude of oscillations will be larger and this is known as resonance. So in this way which you can define resonance in simple manner, whenever the external frequency is equals to the natural frequency of the body, so at that time the amplitude will be large. So example, so we have been taken a whistle. So in order to blow the whistle, so we should have to apply some external periodic force with some frequency. Whenever our frequency is equals to the frequency of the whistle, then we can hear a large sound. which we can have. So that is the one example so which we can be observed. With the help of this resonance, we are having some advantages and disadvantages. So advantages we have been taken using resonance, which we can find the frequency of a tuning fork. Unknown frequency of a tuning fork can be determined by using one device which we can call it as sonometer. So and then a disadvantage we have been taken, a resonance can cause disasters in an earthquake. So whenever earthquakes has been came, so that which some waves will come, that wave frequency is equals to the frequency of the buildings. Whenever it has been same at that time, that block or that building which will vibrates with more amplitude, and then there is a chance to fall. So for this one more example, so which I can tell here as whenever soldiers are march on bridges, so they said that so not to march. Why means the frequency of the building is equals to the frequency of the soldiers. Whenever they are march, at that time there is a chance to collapse that bridge. So this is regarding the concept so far we have been discussed. So if you have not been watched the previous videos, so just you can watch. So thank you.